Hey y'all, it's Cherrice from Crazy Critters, Crazy Plants Nursery. Ken just replaced all the heads of the sprinklers, so every enclosure has a sprinkler. Brand new. They were starting to crack and dry rot, so now every day we can turn the sprinklers on and give the tortoises a little mist when they need it. I think we'll end up in this enclosure at some point in this video. But for now, let's go and check out some plant stock, because we need to raise money, especially for the project we have with Big O, and some bedding and other needs. Ken just went to the feed mill as an example. Mary's sprinkler is stuck in one direction, not trying to get her hole too wet, but not having to give her water as much as the others. But hopefully we get some grass growing around here. We're able to move Jamie and his group into a smaller enclosure, and we already have, well, mostly weeds, but some grass growing back in here. Not sure where Ken is. The gate is open, so you would think he's out here somewhere. He's been pulling weeds in this area of our food forest and tossing them into the tortoise pens. We can ask him real quick. Ken, how much was the bill at the feed store? $350. And then we have to save money because to fix this fence area here to make it suitable for Big O, first the rears will move, but we need to upgrade this 4-foot to 6-foot fencing, and that means about $4,000 more. So we spend, we still have to actually buy it for the month, about $200 on turtle and tortoise food. Another expense we have is for the birds. You know, parrots and conures and all that kind of stuff. Parakeets eat a lot of food, but we have Miss Vicky who makes it for us. She makes our parrot chop, and she donates the time and the food materials, but you know, sometimes she runs out of nuts and stuff, so we have a new little jar for raising money just for the bird food. So if you are plant shopping and you want to support the birds, you could say keep the change for the birds, and it will go to nuts and honey and that kind of stuff. Our power bill was unusually high. It's $277 this month. It's not usually that high. That's why I thought I would show you some plant stock. We have a lot of bromeliads blooming right now. They're so pretty. Alright y'all, so because we're raising so much money at the moment, we're not buying new stock. But out here I do still have some $15 chaya, tree spinach, well rooted. Got a bunch of dwarf Cavendish bananas for $15. Miscellaneous succulents, 2 for $5, including soap aloe, pencil cactus, some pretty cool agaves, kalanchoes, euphorbias. Has some larger euphorbias too. $20 specimens. Weeds come free if you come before I weed them, which if you come in the next 2 weeks you probably will. Running out of time every day, I think. I don't mind, it's not a complaint. This was donated piece, this cranberry hibiscus. Jasmine does not come with it, but maybe I'll give you one of them. Confederate jasmine, and we don't have that here, so. Anyways, I do have a nice size cranberry hibiscus for sale that was donated. And Miss Vicky also donated some small $5 plants. Here, kind of in our little beneficial area, edible, we have toilet paper plant, we have kava kava, we have coffee, we have dragon fruit, we have strawberry tree, or Jamaican cherry. We have one Barbados cherry here. It's very well rooted. It needs to be put in the ground really bad. Galangal. Edible passion fruit. I have Cuban oregano variegata that I've made. Got about a tray of those. We have dwarf papaya seedlings that we grew. We have some variegated aloe vera for $12. We're kind of talking about stock that I've had for a long time. So a lot of this is overgrown and rooted. We have the dollar Hawthornia aloe and gasterias for sale still. A lot of these are just flowering again this season. So I've been growing this one out. This has got a mixture of bob illusion syngonium, Genevum philodendron, spider plant, and there's probably a pothos or something in there. I also have this Genevum that I've been growing out. It's attached to a table leg from a 1940s table. And I have some large top cuts from the turtle greenhouse that I'll show you in just a minute. Here is a huge Mexicanum. It's a $75 a piece. I just cut a couple more of these from the turtle greenhouse, so we'll have a couple options. But this is a plant we've been growing out for a pretty long time. We have this $80 fiddle leaf fig. It's maybe 3.5 foot tall and completely full. Growing out this $20 just a normal neon pothos, but it's just free from clippings that were given to us. This is a piece that I made with those dollar Hawthornias. It's for sale, but it's really just here to display how they can just survive on neglect. And these were all kind of like, oh man, Ken always has to mow at the worst times. We also have this beautiful Thai con monstera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 2 plants, at least 2 dozen leaves. I didn't mean 2 dozen, I meant 1 dozen, but they are a dozen of the prettiest leaves. I made a bunch of these little starts 2 weeks ago, I think, so these are just 2 for $5. We have like Monstera cyan, this Rapidor decursiva, got new leaves starting, Peppercorn, I think, philodendron, some tricolor confettis, syngonium, neon pothos, Rapidor tetraspermas, some kind of marble queen, snow queen, marble queen, something. Horsehead philodendron. This might be a reverted golden, it's either golden goddess, lemon lime, or reverted Thai sunrise. I grow them all. Silver satin pothos, spider plants. I think this is burl mark philodendron. Agastatum syngonium, I think that's called. The better looking one. Albo epi. Alocasia calidora, I think. 2 for $5 syngoniums here. They're just assorted. They're going to be a lot of Maria illusions, lemon illusions. That's a bob illusion, I believe. It's really attractive. I'm not sure what it is. It really does look like the strawberry ice a little bit. I'm sitting next to it, but I do got a large strawberry ice. I don't know what type that is. Got a bunch of other 2 for $5s down at the bottom. And I cut a bunch from the turtle greenhouse. Special smalls. I have a $15 strawberry eye, $5 pink princesses, $5 jungle boogie, $5 monstera cyans, $15 alocasia gagiana, $5 dubia philodendron, $5 pregnant onion, $5 strawberry ice syngonium. Started using the smalls and making these $15 little gardens. Trying to put multiple stuff in it so we get colors and textures. Just depends on what you like and what you're looking to achieve. But of course 100% of the money helps us accomplish our goals. So it's kind of a win-win. Some things, got a brown leaf there because I just put that there like on Friday last week. So these things I just cut, but they're already rooted. I just thought they would add a little bit of color. They don't cost anything. No harm, no foul. $15 each. Got a bunch of Hawaiian purple Publixi Hoyas for $5. We have $10 Prince, we have $10 White Wizards, White Princesses. Of course, that's a spectacular looking one out of them all, but $10, and then you get to pick one that meets your personality. Say you don't like all that white, and you just want some marbling, we got you covered. We have $20 Ring of Fires. The cool thing is that there's 2 or 3 plants in these, and they're really needing to be topped. So if we were to do that, then we would get a nice full 4 or 5 branches coming off the ones we cut, and then we could start new plants with the tops, or just let them grow. When they get repotted, we're going to get a lot more color to come out. They're really, really, really root bound. But, you know, overgrown saves us all money. Like this Macaulay's Finale for 20 bucks. It's overgrown and needs a new pot ASAP. So wasn't my jungle bush anthurium when I got it root rot last year. I got lots of new growth, but then I had something come in and eat off of it. And that's how you know that we are pesticide free here. So if you want to kind of support a more natural living lifestyle, then you can tell that by our plants and a little bit of the damage that we have. Chemicals to clean leaves either. We have PPPs of all different styles too. Some of them are pretty hot, but they're all overgrown. They need some love. I think all of them need a good topping or a support pole. But for 20 bucks, you got yourself a mature PPP with some good genetics for the colors to be coming out for a long time. $10 Peacock Calathea. I've had this since December. It's my last one out of, I don't know, I think Ken bought like 4 or 5 trays of 15. So my last one of those. My last 10 or dozen of the POOs, Prince of Oranges. These need to be repotted. They need some love. They're getting a good sized leaf. So for 10 bucks, just give them a little bit of, maybe an 8-inch pot would be ideal. Some of them are pretty large. And a 4-inch pot still. Smaller ones here are overcrowded. There's like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 plants in a pot. So they're getting to, their tips are starting to kind of rot away in the heat and stuff. So what they need is just a good repotting. But I don't want to have to charge more. I have these painted ladies that I cut about a month ago. Kind of like what I did with the Ring of Fires a couple weeks ago. They're just now starting to adjust and unfurl new leaves. But I'm getting new leaves on our painted ladies. $10 here. And then of course we have this was the top cut, this was the mid cut, and so on and so on. So if the leaves are bigger, those were top chops. Very attractive. We have Ken's Epicenias for $5. We have pinks and lemon, and there's Picassos in here somewhere. I don't know all the names of them. We just grow them from our mother plants, and they grow really easy. We don't really lose them. Give them a little bit of guidance and direction. Easy to grow, relatively. I thought they'd be going dormant with a hot summer, but we've been getting really, really lucky. The greenhouse is open Wednesday through Sunday, 10 to 2. Let us know if you're looking for a certain plant and we will hunt it out for you. Don't judge me, I didn't clean up this pile of crap yet. And we have about $220 worth of turtle and tortoise food to buy from Tractor Supply this week. Since Ken is mowing, I just thought I would just go ahead and wibble wobble up in here. So yeah, so we have the expense of the feed mill at $300. Turtle food. Oh, she went under, of course. Turtle food. So in here is still have the same turtles as our last video, where we have a map turtle for rehoming. No, mine can put it with our group. He came in here and moved turtles around this week. Where we have this guy available for for sale. African common mud turtle. Just beautiful. It's one of my favorite species. We found it right here, ground hatched, maybe a month ago, and we figured it's probably 5 or 6 months old, maybe. You'll find that guy hanging out on the log most of the time. Yeah, she's a little established, and we found this one that had probably, had ground hatched or had gotten out of an enclosure and grew up in the pond that's over there in the corner, which is made for catching turtles that get out accidentally. But this guy raised up for probably a year in there. That's all that's up for rehoming, but I did go and have to trim up a whole bunch of plants in here. Look. There's a lot of material here, a lot of money-making material. The map turtle is right there that we were going to rehome, but we have space and we have all these other different types in here, so he added it to here, and we'll just call it a forever residence. Our adopted pink belly side necks. These are rescues, so we won't rehome these to the public. We're going to keep on to these and use them for education, where we can sell our offspring that we found hatched from the ground. If that makes sense, because it's pretty common for people to say that since we are breeders, we can't really rescue. It doesn't make sense to me. We have some orchids starting to bloom. One thing I cut, I'm not sure if I'm going to sell off, is my mutant mandula. It started to grow a little lanky and I want it to climb up, so I chopped it right there, hoping that works, but I might have this piece for sale. I cut a bunch of stuff in right here, a bunch of really cool syngoniums and some rapidoras, some cool epis down there will be for sale. From here I cut a whole bunch of different pothuses, global green, mandula. Cut a piece from our squamiferum. A piece from our 3 King. Picked this tricolor because it got dry cut out, but I don't know that it's for sale. My problems, not your problems, I guess. But here I cut from our subhastatum, Thai sunrise and lemon lime and golden goddess. Cut a massive top from the green goddess here. I topped some PPPs, this watermelon begonia. Last week I cut the top off of our Billy philodendron. Hold on, you can't see it. How's that? Better? It's getting pretty hot in here, and the top was getting really, really hot. So I set it here where when we do water changes, there's a really cool snapping turtle. It would help me root it, and it has definitely done a good job. So I have a pretty nice big top of Billy here available. I'll just leave it in there, let it do its thing. Yeah, I'm cool enough to have neighbors that have machine guns. It's pretty cool. Alright, in here, jungle boogie. Some kind of pothos, marble queen or something. Geneva, massive. Little moonshine syngonium. Super cool begonia. I put a name on the screen on this one. Pink syngoniums going. There's milk confetti in there. There's some Hoyas. I'll have little tapeworm plants. Very interesting, one of my favorites. That one piece will probably make 15 plants. Oh, I think I have like 5 or 6 Florida beauties in here. Let me try to find, here's one. Yeah. Got the Florida beauties. You get $25 for these. That's how we cut them, and then from there they just keep growing. Here's the subhistatum. It's one of my favorite philodendrons. The thing about the turtle greenhouse is it kind of thrives on a little neglect. I came in here last week one day, and every plant, I didn't take a picture because every plant was laying down. They were so thirsty. I hadn't watered in a week. Somebody wants their lunch. But I hadn't watered in a week, and every plant was laying down. Anthuriums, philodendrons, root beer plant, it didn't matter. It was all laying down. But give it a good water, all perked back up. And I don't know if Ken is always after them. Out. Shoot. That's our problems. I cut from my Benjamin ficus, and you know, I'm like 50-50 on this one, but I cut about 5 or 6 pieces, so if, from the top here, mature pieces. So if you are wanting to try your hands at rooting one, $5 each, you get yourself a really nice big leaf special ficus for your collection. Now for in here, I showed you the 2 turtles that are for sale. We actually don't have a single aquatic turtle for rehoming right now. Natural fungus is growing in the box turtle enclosure. I actually want to move them to the outside soon. We're boarding this cute dragon named Toothless. But technically, oh, hold on, let him get some exercise and stuff. But technically we don't have any dragons for rehoming. Out here on the porch is also ball python. He looks spicy, but he was starving. We got him fed and full. He definitely has a food response because of the heat of the cage. So I will. He's spicy. Hold on, I'm gonna put the camera down. Yeah, it's really sweetheart, trust me. But it was hungry. But once we got it fed, calmed down. We've already asked a friend who works with reptiles to come pick this guy up. So we don't have any snakes for rehoming, but we did help a family who needed help with their snake this week. Charged 0 fee. And our goal is just to get it to a really, really good reptile keeper. It deserves a nice, cool home. Here we have some holdbacks, but we also have our baby black marsh turtles for sale. We have 3. Oh man, hold on, let me go out in the sun because they are super cute. Just stay there, Toothless. Toothless is a good boy, trust me. Does that help? No. How about now? How cute. Oh, he's a little gouchy. Oh, there, you can see it a little better out here in the sun. Black marsh turtles, we have 3 available. Just found an egg. I have 2 in the incubator. Alright, that's enough showing off on our porch over here. Go ahead and put Toothless up. Try to get him some exercise so he doesn't stay stuck in a cage. He's been a really, really, really good boy. My friend rescued him, took him in. He was really skinny, and she's done a really fabulous job, but she had to take some time to have some health stuff done. So we're taking care of Toothless. We spent $300 and something on a pallet of concrete this week. Ken is building on the enclosure he's been working on to house invasive species. It would be ideal for our chameleons. The two that we have now are rescues, not invasive strays or invasive wildlife that was found. The two we have right now are pets. They were not easy to get feeding well. Actually, they were pretty easy, but it just took time because I didn't want to overfeed them, so I just feed them a couple every day since they've been here, and they are chunky monkeys now. We actually have no tortoises for rehoming. All of these are either permanent residents or already approved facilities, waiting to go to approved facilities. Did have some ground hatched redfoots, but we sell those to a friend who's very ethical and sells at the Reptile Expos. This area is not out right now. Well, it does look better mowed, I have to say. We have a beautiful $25 Rojo Congo philodendron, a $15 Baltic Blue pothos or epi that we grew from cuttings from the turtle greenhouse. A beautiful brandy philodendron, the Brillister variegation. We're out this emerald philodendron, $15. We have a $15 imperial green, $10 vining heart Hoya carry. We got a heirloom carnosa, just beautiful. This is a wide leaf freckles. I could be wrong, it's not. I don't know what that is. That's pretty cool though. I love it. Beautiful $10 Publixi. Shingle Hoya Imbricata for $10. $15 Sansevieria whale fins. And I know the sun is starting to go down. A $35 Regal Shield. Just started flowering. What is everybody trying to mess up my video for? That was fun. He was having a good time. $35 Calodora Alocasia. Did I show you that already? All I need is to show you plants, same thing over and over again. We still got the $10 Billies. Speaking of showing you over and over again, my last 4 out of like 400. I got some angel wing begonias. I just chopped these because they were getting a little crunchy. But this was starting to bloom, and this one looked particularly nice. But, they're angel wing begonias. Oh, I just took a picture accidentally. $10 staghorn, $10 moonlight philodendron, a nice big $10 horsehead, or butterfly, $10 Pariso Verdes, some type of illusion Syngonia. Pretty nice hanging baskets here. We got a Swiss cheese. This came as a silver stripe. It might be a Rio. Not sure, but it sure is pretty. We got an Enjoy. I believe an Enjoy. Maybe it's Pearls and Jade. I don't know which one. Maybe both, because it kind of... No, I don't know. Yeah, no. Yeah. No. You come tell me. Not the type to be embarrassed if I don't know exactly what a plant is, because there are so many hybrids, just like turtles and any other thing and living being in the world. We have this beautiful donated Scindapsus for $30, almost hitting the ground. Got $20 Dracaenas. They're quite beautiful. This one especially is pretty colorful. I like this one better. I read that you can sun-kiss this one and get some copper colors to come out. So pretty good, $20. Nice decorative pieces. And then outside I'm bringing in a little while. I got about 150 of these Hawaiian lays. I think I'm going to call them Chris lays because a man named Chris Lay grew them. They're just going to be $5 unless you want to buy all 100 of them. And they'll just be $3. Kind of like a wholesale thing, but assorted colors. He said pink and red and white if we're lucky. I think he said a double color too. I'm not really totally sure, but assorted nonetheless. $5. A beautiful $20 Bloody Mary. So we got keep the change for the bird food or keep the change for the tortoises. Either way, tortoise keep the chain we use for hay. This will be used for honey and nuts and all the things that the parrots need. By the way, all the starts up in the turtle greenhouse I actually don't have soil for, so they are going to be super duper cheap this week. Water rooting. So come on in and get some new cuts of some special plants. Yes, we still have chickens for rehoming. We have hens and roosters. Oh, well, look. Ken mowed me a path, so when I walk down to the greenhouse, I don't have to walk in tall grass. We need to get some gas for the mowers, but hey, at least he thought of me. Alright, we'll end our day with medicating the tortoise that we've been treating. We've got chlorhexidine right here. He's already walked around this evening. I know so because, oh yeah, new poop right there. Was in there early yesterday. Of course I try to clean every day, but this tortoise poops right here where I walk every day. It's not even my tortoise. I'm just taking care of him because the person found him, ran over by a car. So we don't even know who he belongs to. Go ahead and get him out of his little hut for now. He's the cutest little fart. I swear he is really cute, and he's very personable too. He's kind of got a schedule where he comes out in the morning and goes back to his house in the afternoon. But I got to pull him out so I can give him some medicine. Alright, as of right now we don't know what's going to happen to this tortoise. Will he get an amputation? We're just not really sure. But for right now what we're trying to do is keep away maggots. Keep away gangrene, let him heal. Don't bounce off. Hold on, let me put him on a smaller pole. Right, that should be better. Usually if you can get the feet off of the pole, they'll let you work on there without pushing themselves off. But I don't know that this is going to work too good, but hard to do and treat. You see all kinds of muscle movement. There's definitely dislocation still. And we're definitely keeping it healthy. It's eating well. Don't have very much rot going on. We are injecting every other arm, every other day with some antibiotics. Somebody found it upside down on the road. Had obviously been hit by a car. And let's just say the first couple of weeks I couldn't even take a photograph of its leg. It was so gruesome. And we thought amputation for sure. Tortoises are pretty crazy. They heal. They're remarkable when they heal. It takes a long, long time sometimes. But we're very hopeful for this guy. And just like that, we will end the video. And in the morning, we'll give that guy some chlorhexidine around his joints with a Q-tip. Promote good healing. And then a few hours later, do the chlorhexidine again. But ending the video in this kind of sad but very hopeful rescue. Because as an animal facility that's self-sustainable, you know, we have rescues, we have rehabs. Well, rescue/rehab with that guy. And we're really lucky to produce things like pink belly side-neck turtles, African mud turtles, black marsh turtles, rheas. It's time to go ahead and put the rheas up for the night. And then we'll end the video there. So we hope to see you down at the greenhouse this weekend. They say the weather is going to be perfect for treasure hunting. like, share it. The plant nursery is located at 22919 County Road 44A in Eustis, and 100% of the plant.
Make prolific confessions into the master plan. I feel like they will never let me shine. What do you need to say that feels so grand? Why is yours so much better than mine? I gotta wait in line for you to feel me. I got to hold my time for your healing. I got to take a back seat. Are you kidding? I got to grab my chance, cause it's sweet.